What's good? What's good? What's good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I am, the good doc, Dr. Mike. Back again, once again, with another classic video for you guys today. Subscribe, notify, stuff in the description area below. Getting that out the way, you guys already know everything that I'm going to say before I even say it. I do not wish to be before you long, which is why I'm cutting straight to the point. If I time this correctly, the video that comes out just before this video is going to be the ugly truth as to why Filipinas choose to date foreign men. And I did that on purpose because in that particular video, I made an example, right, of one of the reasons why I feel Filipinas choose to date foreign men. And in that particular example, I said mainly because they may not be considered interesting to most Filipino men, or they may not be most Filipino men's type, and that could definitely be based on body type. Now, this young lady here, a lot of us are familiar with her. Everybody should be familiar with her if you are a Black American man, because she seems to be one, if she's one of very few, well, there's many, but one of very few who is openly avid about her love for Black American men. Now, again, I don't want to make this too much about race, but I want to drive home a particular point real quick. So she's got a video, Why I Love Black Men, Top Reasons Why I Love Black Men by Asian Filipina, Message to All Black Men. You know, you get the point that I'm trying to say. But what is the one thing that you noticed about her? Tell me, what is the one thing that you noticed about her? Baby girl is thicker than a Snicker, okay? I'm going to keep it real with you. She's got a very, very thick body type, body frame. Now, in the previous video, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of feel like most Asian men, to an extent, not even just Filipino men, but most Asian men naturally love their women to be very payat, which is thin body frames, right? And she just doesn't fit the bill. And I can almost guarantee I would put every last peso I have in my pocket, which is not much, of course. I would put every last peso that I have to my name, every last centavo that I have to my name right now. And I would go out on a limb and say that the first group of men who showed her love was Black American men, which is why she is currently in a relationship with a Black guy. I don't know if he's African or not. I don't really get into that, but you know, you can see her body type here, what she used to be, you know, how I lost weight and stuff like that. You can see her body frame here, and also in this particular video.
Hi, I'm here in Boracay.
You know, I just wanted to hold that up so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, now you can check out her channel if you want to, but I'm pretty sure many of you guys have already beat me to the punch on this. But I do believe wholeheartedly that the reason that she is as avid of a supporter of Black American men, or Black guys in general, not just Black Americans, is because I do honestly feel like these were the group of men who probably gravitated more towards her in the beginning. Now, when she was single, I don't even have to go through the comment section. I'm not even gonna do it, because I already know there are probably a bunch of thirsty Black guys in the comments saying all kinds of shit. And I get it. And to an extent, I understand that she's pandering to a niche that is off the chain. And when I say pandering, I don't mean it in a negative way, but she's definitely honing in on a particular group of men that, to an extent, how can I say this? To an extent, may not be used to having women speak highly of them, or even people in general. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it real. Black American men, Black men in general, they kind of don't have a positive view, even though we do a lot of positive shit. Let's keep it real. But for some reason, they always want to paint Black as a negative narrative in every situation they possibly can. I'm not going to get into it, but I think you guys understand. So to have somebody speak positively and support, you know, someone who is African or African American, it makes them feel good, which is why a lot of these guys were thirsty as hell for this particular chick. But then again, like I said in my previous video, body types, things like that play an important role, and I kind of feel like maybe somebody may have saw her as chubby, and I'm not saying that she is, because she does look very, in my own personal opinion, I do think she's a very attractive woman. So let's make that abundantly clear as we speak. But to your average Asian guy, Filipino guy, she may be considered chubby, fat, whatever it may be. But to somebody like myself or somebody like any other man who's probably watching this video and looking at it from from the outside looking in, you could say she is thick. She's very, very curvaceous to an extent. And that's not a bad thing, all right? You can tell baby girl loves to eat. So ain't nothing wrong with a girl who loves to eat. You just have to do it in moderation because then again, holding a body type like this one, it'll be very, very easy for that frame to go away quickly. You feel me? So I say that to say this, ladies and gentlemen, just having fun with it. I mean, no disrespect. Like I said, I think she's a very attractive woman. She already in a relationship, as far as I know. I don't know how that's playing out, but I'm just saying, this is what I'm thinking as I'm scrolling through the feed. You guys can go through and watch these videos on your own. I'm not going to watch any of them, but I did take it upon myself to look at a few videos, any of the videos explaining her reasons why she likes black guys and stuff like that. And I just kind of harnessed it all into one video, basically saying that I do believe that, once a Filipina gravitates towards a certain type of guy, they kind of stick with that type of guy. You understand? So if they gravitate towards white guys, they're going to stick mostly towards the white guy. Now, again, you can't change her narrative or change her mind to an extent, but ultimately, I do believe that, once they find something that, fits the bill for them, that's pretty much where they're going to stay, all right? And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you can love who you love. I say we love everybody and be, happy and fun and all that good shit. So, again, I just wanted to hone in on this particular video because, I wanted to make this particular video, and I've been waiting for a while to make this one. And, again, there are too many videos to try to tie it all, like to watch every single one of them at a time. Like I said, dating black men in the Philippines, episodes 1 and 2. And it's just a lot. You feel me? And like I said, I do believe that she is genuine. I will not say that she's ingenuine with her feelings towards a certain group of men. But what I do know is that I can almost guarantee that there probably is quite a few people who hate her for it. You understand? Nobody seems to hate somebody for liking a white guy, right? Let's keep it real. Nobody seems to hate on a Filipina for liking a white guy. That's almost supposed to be automatic. Correct me if I am wrong. But let a woman profess their love or their interest in genuine love for a black guy, and all of a sudden, seems like people have a problem with it. You understand? Like, this is just something that I just noticed off the top of my head. It seems to be an issue for a lot of people when a Filipina or, any girl of any race says that they genuinely like black guys. And that's kind of the only guys that they want to date. It's okay if, you only want to date a white guy. Nobody says anything against that, right? Nobody really has anything negative to say against that. But let it be a young lady saying that she only wants to date black guys, seemingly only want to date a black guy. I'm not going to say that that's actually factual because I don't know her like that. But then all of a sudden it's a problem. You feel me? Like, this is what I've noticed over time. And I see it in videos and I see it in a lot of shit. And again, you can be all racist if you want to. Don't be a dick about it. Because I know you guys are going to bring it because that's just what people do. Again, I can do whatever I want to with this video. So if you guys get on my nerves too much about it, if it becomes an issue, I can always just get rid of the comments if I choose to. But ultimately, I don't think that's going to happen, but just in case it does, I'm just letting you know I reserve the right to do as I please, because again, I don't want there to be any negative animosity towards the young lady. You understand? I'm just interested in your thought process. I'm just going through, this is just her videos, guys. I didn't, like I said, I clicked on one video. I didn't didn't feel like clicking on all of them. That's her YouTube name. You guys can check her out. But yeah, man, I kind of felt like this kind of tied in just as the example. I only wanted to use this as an example as to why most, you might have that particular mindset in the previous video where we talked about why some Filipinos choose to date foreign men. You could talk money, money, money and all that stuff if you want to, but there had to have been a time when they didn't really look at foreigners like dollar signs. You remember, there had to have been a time, in my personal opinion, there had to have been a time when there weren't too many foreigners coming into this sumbitch in the first place. And it was all about trying to get the affection of the local men, or the local men trying to earn the affection of the women, singing the harana and all of that shit. There was a time when that was like real and traditional. Then somebody had to hip them to the game. Somebody had to hip them to the game that money was where it was at. Like, the foreigners got the money. Somebody had to hip them to the game. That wasn't just something that was automatically known. You understand? So it could have been maybe those sailors coming off the ships and shit, and buying them girls for the evening. It could have started there. I don't know. But ultimately, before that time, it was usually, like I said, Filipinas and Filipino men. And then over time, it gradually turned into, oh, okay, well, the men don't want me, so my own men don't want me, so let me go see what these foreigners have to offer. And then you have the foreigners who are, and I didn't mention this in the last video, but I want to mention it now. You got some foreigners who are willing to play stepdaddy to your kids if you have any. So, that kind of makes them, look like the knights in shining armor too. Again, we don't necessarily promote that type of thing, but if that's your thing, and you can't help who you love, right? So I'm just throwing and spitballing a lot of things out right now. I know there's probably a lot going on in this particular video, but that's what I wanted to focus on, using this young lady as a particular example, but a positive one. Let's make that abundantly clear. This is not a negative any type of thing about the young lady and her love for a certain group of men, okay? And I don't want you guys to come down hard on her at all right? Because this has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with a person's personal choice. I mean, you can't hate a person for what they choose to like. You can't help who you like, right? And you can't shit on somebody for liking somebody, especially if they don't like your ass. All right. So I say that to say this, ladies and gentlemen, the good doc is officially out. At least Nicole. Paalam, which means we're going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.